Welcome back to my Babypips Forex education video series. We are in the elementary section starting grade 5, which is popular chart indicators. So now we're starting to get into the meat of technical analysis. But if you are brand new and you want to go back and watch all the previous videos, the pinned comment down below has the full playlist. It's also inside the description. So make sure you check that one out. So in this Babypips grade 5 popular chart indicators, we're starting with how to use Bollinger Bands. And Bollinger Bands is probably one of the most popular indicators out there, used by a number of traders. And if we head into the actual tutorial, and the tutorial link will also be down below inside the description, Bollinger Bands were made by John Bollinger. And the main purpose of Bollinger is to really measure the volatility, or in Babypips term, how loud the actual market is. Because volatility drives movement, which drives big moves, which again, understanding when volatility will occur and how volatile a current underlying is will help you determine what strategy we're going to use. And we're going to head over into TradingView in a second, have a look at the Bollinger Band indicator and how I like to trade it. But very quickly, the way that the Bollinger Band indicator is made up of, it's made up of 3 lines essentially. And the first line, or the most important line, is the middle line. Now, the middle line is a simple moving average. You can change that to exponential, but generally it is a simple period moving average. And most default trading platforms use the 20 period. And now you can change that to 10 or to 50 or to 100, whatever you want, but the default is 20, and that suffices for most traders. So once we've established the middle line, we then generate, or the indicator generates, the upper band and the lower band. And they are comprised of a multiple standard deviation of the simple moving average. And by default, to most trading platforms, it is set to a 2 standard deviation. Now, standard deviation might sound complicated, but it basically measures how spread out the numbers actually are. And the bigger the standard deviation, the higher the probability that price action will stay within the bands or the standard deviation move. So if we have a look at this chart over here, what it's saying is that 1 standard deviation means that 68% of the price action will stay within the bands. And for a 2 standard deviation move, 95% of the price action will stay within the bands. And at a 3 standard deviation move, 99.97% of the price action will stay within the bands. So if you select a 3 standard deviation Bollinger Band and you see price touching or going outside of that, it means that the underlying that you're trading has had a 3 standard deviation move, where you'll see this in the chart in a second. That rarely happens. As you can see, it happens 0.3% of the time. That would be an economic crisis, or, Rona crash or recession, something along those lines, to get that big of a move, which is why the standard is a 2 standard deviation. And what we can do using Bollinger Bands is trade off those levels. So they kind of really mean 2 ways to trade Bollinger Bands. The first one is a Bollinger Band bounce. So again, you've got your 2 standard deviation upper band and your 2 standard deviation lower band. When price touches or closes outside of these bands, more often than not, price reverts back to its middle line, which is not on this particular image, but it can go back to this level. And you can see here, these are nice entry points to get into. And again, that is because price 95% of the time stays within that range. And the second piece, which I always find really interesting, is the Bollinger Band squeeze. And John Bollinger in his book has a saying, is that periods of low volatility are usually followed by periods of high volatility. And one of the ways to measure volatility is the width, or the difference between the bands. So you can see here that the bands here are quite close together, signifying a Bollinger Band squeeze or a low period of volatility. And then you can see here, when we have this low period of volatility, we see this move up over here where price goes outside of its 2 standard deviation move. And you can see that the bands are expanding out, which again gives you an opportunity to trade off of that. So we're going to have a look at this now in TradingView to show you what I mean in a bit more detail. So we have the Euro USD daily chart open. And, we're looking at just around a year's worth of price action. You can see that the euro dollar has been tanking in 2022 and slightly recovered in 2023. But just by placing the Bollinger Bands, and if you just go to indicator, type in Bollinger, you'll see here that there are a number of Bollinger Band strategies. And I have my own indicators and things like that to give you more information. But the standard Bollinger Band comes standard as part of TradingView. And if we go into the settings, you can see it's at a 20 period and a 2 standard deviation. So the orange line is your 20 simple period moving average, and you've got a 2 standard deviation upper band and a 2 standard deviation lower band. And again, the first way, like we talked about, is when price hits or closes below. You can see that majority of the time, not always, like in this example here, when you got really big trends, it doesn't really work as well. But you can see that price tends to zigzag, at least go back to the middle line at least every time it hits that. So these are potential entry signals here to go and scalp or to do a reversion to the mean strategy. And the second one here is the Bollinger Band squeeze. So if you just look at this chart here, you can see that you got this area over here is where the bands are quite tight together. And just by looking at recent price action, even if we go back slightly, you can see over here as well, if I go back to the trusted thing, we have a squeeze over here. And what you see is periods of low volatility are often followed by periods of high volatility. And you can see here that we start to see the bands expanding out, and there you go, and move to the downside. Here it took a bit while longer, but you could argue that this whole thing was a range until we start getting into, again, going down, because that's where the momentum is in the Euro USD at that time. So if we even go now look at current price action for a second, you can see here we've had this rally up, and now we're starting to see those bands come back in and start to feature out here, which again could signal a potential up move or a down move. Now, the Bollinger Band indicator doesn't predict price direction. No indicator does or attempts to do that. What it does, it tells you how volatile the market or the underlying actually is. And knowing when we are in periods of low volatility by looking at the potential squeezes, or high volatility when we see the bands expanding outwards, tells you what type of trading that you can do. And as always, if you mix this up with different types of indicators like RSI divergence or MACD moving average, which we'll talk about in this particular elementary grade 5, we then can put together a useful indicator or a strategy to trade off of. So I hope you found this tutorial useful. Please make sure you like and subscribe and click on the screen now. Hopefully the next video is up already. If not, you've got the full playlist to go back on, and I shall see you guys in the next video.